We're live.
Well, we've got everybody here. All right, this is a regularly scheduled meeting in the Finance Committee. It's 5:15 on September 16th. I'm the committee chair, Council Tremble. On the committee, we also have Council Dean, Council Fournier, Council Leonard, Council Yakabaga. And Zoom, we have Council Pelletier. And in person, we also have Council Schaefer. Let's see, I already said Council Dean, Council Hawes. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Council Leonard. I already said Council Fisher. Keep leaving her out. Okay. I don't know why I do that. All right, so the first time is consent agenda.
So the item on the consent agenda is the purchase of a used vehicle. The finance committee previously approved the fleet director to purchase used vehicles because of the nature of how used vehicles work. It's very difficult to keep, have one of our dealers keep a used vehicle on the lot for us to go through a bid process due to the turnaround. So it was fairly quick for us to get them. There are times when purchasing a used vehicle is in the city's best interest versus buying a brand new one. So we're looking at replacing a detective vehicle. This is going to be a used 2021 Hyundai Sonata with 15,000 miles. The fleet department looked it over. They believe that it will fill the needs that we have. Replacing this detective vehicle was part of the approved fiscal year 2025 budget. The price for the vehicle is $23,613. We went ahead and moved forward to that purchase, and we're here for retroactive approval from the committee.
Any questions or Council Fournier?
Make a motion.
Oh, I take it. Motion, is there a second?
Second.
All right, without any objection, the consent agenda is approved. Bids and purchasing.
Thank you. Our bid tonight is for a sewer jet truck. We have two sewer jet trucks in operation. They maintain our 150 miles of sanitary sewer lines, our 3,400 plus manholes and 5 pump stations. Part of our consent decree with the EPA is that we do at least 10% of our sewer lines each year must be clean and inspected. So keeping these vehicles operational is very important. The one that's being replaced is 21 years old. It was part of the 24 capital improvement plan for water quality to get this vehicle replaced. We did go out to bid. We received 5 qualified bids from 3 bidders. They range from $558,000 to $660,000. The recommendation is to purchase a jet truck from Sanitary Equipment Company for $598,924.97. They are not the low bidder, but based on staff's reviews of the vehicles in question, the one that's being selected was very operator friendly. It had a quieter operating environment. It allowed for better safety when they were outside of the vehicle as the way the hoses and everything was attached. So if they need to be in the roadway or in other places, or it could even be off the roadway and operating the vehicle, this is the one that seemed to check all the boxes for not only employee safety, but for the best use and limited interruption to traffic and other services when the vehicle is in use. And also the vehicle that we're looking at had the shortest lead time of 4 to 5 months. Some of the bids, it would be almost a year before we'd receive the vehicle. We would try to auction or sell our current vehicle. We estimate that it's about a 25, maybe a $40,000 value. And the vehicle that we're looking to buy will also help other departments cleaning out the debris tank at the city's car wash, as well as using it again on the 5 pump stations. So we're looking forward for a recommendation to move this to full council, and it would be on the consent agenda next week with approval.
Questions or motion on this item?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. And without any objection, this item has approval.
Thank you. Our next item is a request for interest and costs to be waived regarding 13 B Street in Birch Hill Estates. Sun Birch Hill LLC, the owners of the mobile home park, required a mobile home located at 13 B Street through court action as the property had been abandoned by the former owner. The park then sold the mobile home to Tristan Thomas on behalf of his company, GC Mobile Home Park LLC. It's a 1983 model. The purchase price was $5,900 because the property was uninhabitable and in extremely poor condition. The outstanding taxes that were due on the property was not disclosed during the sale. They totaled $3,600. Mr. Tristan came in, spoke with our tax collector, and he paid the most recent year and left a check in amount of $2,096, which is the principal balance and the filing fees for issuing essentially in this case, because it's a mobile home bill of sale from the city. And he's asking that the city waive the interest and fees, which are approximately $1,486. Based on the condition of the property, he's going to move the mobile home out of Bangor, which will open up the lot for a newer model to be moved in. We think that the request is reasonable. I guess our alternatives, if we say no and he refuses to pay, the city would have to move forward with taking possession of the mobile home under a matured lien. At that point, we could be subject to lot rent, plus we'd have to board it up, insure it, or possibly move it off ourselves, which we feel is going to cost us way more than $1,486. So it seems like a fair compromise on both sides. So we're looking for permission to waive the interest and fees on the mobile home for 13 B Street and accept the payment from Mr. Thomas to consider that paid in full, and then have the legal department issue a bill of sale to Mr. Thomas to release our interest.
Any questions on this one? Council Ford?
I'm fine with the request. He should know better. He's a businessman. He should know, he knows what he's getting into. Hopefully it's a lesson learned.
Was that a motion?
Yeah.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Without any objection, this item has approval.
Thank you. Our next item is a resolve. This is to authorize the city manager to accept and appropriate $250,000 for a 2-year Maine CDC grant. It's the project to prevent prescription drug opioid overdose deaths related in Penobscot County. This has gone to first reading to the council last week. This is the referral to the committee. So with approval, it will go to unfinished business next week. The grant performance period is from initially, this was from October 22 to 24. It allowed for extensions. This additional 2-year period will run from August of 24 to August of 2026.
Questions on this item or a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
Second, move the second, this item has passed without any objection.
Thank you. And our next item is the city manager to accept and appropriate, this again, another resolve. Funding from the 2024 Inflation Reduction Act Urban Community Forestry Project Canopy Grant in the amount of $75,000. This will be used by staff for the creation of an urban forestry management plan for the street and urban park trees. There's no local match. And this will be in coordination between Public Works and the Parks and Rec Department. And again, this would go on to full council for next week to go through that process.
Aaron's, I don't think Aaron is here, but it
Aaron
seems like
is
good timing
out of
for what's
town.
going on with the ash situation in the
Yes.
area. So any other questions or motion on this item?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Move the second without any objection. Says approval. Anything else, Dave?
That is all we have.
All right. I think we're up next.